Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, good morning, everybody. Yeah, Adam, just in case, I wasn't sure if you had it or not, but I sent it to you anyway. So just once you install the software, just let me know. I want to make sure that everything just went okay. All right, good morning, good morning. Let's get this show on the road. All right, guys. So let's take a quick look at crude oil. Crude oil is moving past target number 3 and kind of moving higher. Target number 4 out of this sequence is going to be 97.79, and price action is making higher lows and within channel number 2. Adam, if you give me a couple of moments, I'll look for one for you. Okay. Russell 2000. We're pulling back into the middle of the range and stabilizing around target number 1. Target number 2 is 1962.7. And as long as we continue to trade and protect 1939.8, we should be able to stabilize and start moving higher. Globex is 1939.6. Gold 50.25. Gold broke that channel number 2 out of this sequence, and now we're establishing uh, a potential reversal pattern as long as we continue to trade above 1764.4 and reverse in and around that area. we can get to target number 2, 1782.7, then target number 3, 1793.5. Yes, you got yourself similar pattern here. We broke channel 1. We broke, actually, we are within channel number 2 right now. Let's take a look. All right, so channel number 2 established. Anything below 4,200 is a short right now, and we're looking for a push toward Globex actually, if this kind of pattern continues. Okay, so Tesla from yesterday, market closed kind of on the low side within the channel. Netflix, a reversal pattern here. So we're going to have to see how the open ends up materializing. If we're looking at NASDAQ, what we're seeing right now is the market is in sync on the short side. That's what you're seeing right now. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are short, and rallies are shortable in the against that 13,071. As long as that continue to hold, we should be able to see a continuation of the short interest. Get the hell out of here. Good morning, Brad. How are you? All right, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the cash market open. Okay, I'm gonna post an order. Okay, so orders are coming out fine. All right, so we're ready to rock and roll, and just remember, every day in every way, we're getting better and better and better and better at trading. So stay disciplined, stay focused, and let's make some money. Here we go. It's 8:30 right now. So what do we want to do with this right off the open? I mean, the market came and retested, and now it's everything is in sync on the short side. So we're looking for um, we're gonna watch this market for a minute. Ken, Ron, good morning. So as long as we continue to trade under 31, we should see a bit of a selling pressure coming through here. Now they're trading under 13,000, and they're hitting the top end of the Globex band. They're selling off. Good. You have to remember Globex is at 944. All right. It's interesting how they're moving the price action here. I'm not sure I like it that much. And then around Globex. I mean, yeah, I mean, here we go. I'd rather see another harmony wave before I jump in on the short side. Here we go. Okay, I took it right here. Yeah, they should have it should have kind of came into target number 2 quickly, and it was pausing right there. So I took a small profit and kind of moved on, especially this early in the morning. Good morning, Radek. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. So what's the expectations here? I mean, the expectations is to see a bit of a flush into Globex, and the market is not really doing that. I mean, they put a cap and set up long right at that 81 and just bouncing it right now. So we need to take a step back from this price structure and just kind of watch it and kind of learn from what they're doing. I took this harmony wave right here, and it was good for about 10 points, and I was looking for more, but whatever. Here we go. They're coming back in, and the target is going to be Globex 944 in this structure. So they keep taking the low and fade net. So they're making lower highs. Yeah, here it comes. Target number 3 is hit at 968 half. Target number 4 will be 934. That's an aggressive target right now. Hey, Alpha Horn, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. So we see every time they come very close to the top end of the Globex band, they get faded. So they've done it. They bounce off of it multiple times, and they're coming up to it, and they're fading. So ultimately, the 13,000 and the 13,008 are the two levels the longs need to uh, run over. Good morning, Omer.
So 0675, if we hit that level, the market is disconnected between the 200 and the 100. So you could see that they're trying to defend it right now. And they're, here comes again that behavior of fading the top end of Globex. I'm not going to be too aggressive in this area. I'm just going to be watching it and learning from it and going from there. So we took one trade. We made, I don't know, like maybe a few points on that first decision. So that's the decision, the first decision we made, $60. All right, let's just keep working. Let's keep playing. Right now, it's just a meat grinder around the top end of Globex band. And they will have to resolve this one way or another. And the way the market is setting up, uh, the market is getting attracted to that 44. Yeah, they keep coming at it. See how, like, literally almost to the tick. So this is going to eventually resolve itself. And as long as we continue to trade under that 13,000, the odds are they're going to try to flush it toward the 44. But we're looking for, I mean, we see the environment, we're seeing the behavior. We need to see a signal, a decent signal. Like a switch trade here would be a good one for uh, a flush. Uh, Come on, are you serious? No fill on that one. No fill on that one, but that was that's a good one. We may get another opportunity here. Let's watch. Hmm. Yeah. So what is this telling me right now? It's telling me there's a lot of noise in the market. I mean, the past 15, 20 minutes, this thing has just been good morning, safe. Good morning. Here we go again to the top end of that Globex band. Yeah, 13,000 and 13,008. Huh. I see that, Omer. I see that. I see that. Okay, that's 65, 80 or 65. I'm gonna take a chance at a run up with a 65 stop. All right, let's see here. Okay. That's not good. Oh, they're gonna come and get me on that one. Oh, they are. They are. They are. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, that didn't hold any, Omer. That did not hold. All right, let's just move on to the next one. All right, so they're heading toward that Globex, and that's basically what this thing is. Yeah, it is. It is very noisy. Hmm. 97. Okay. So if they do this one more time and they get to the 97, 98, I'm gonna get long, and I would buy into that whole range. I'll take it right here, and I'll look for pullbacks to buy some more. Man, oh man, yeah. See that little drop, that last drop. But it's sometimes you just have to take them. You have to take them. But that's a profitable trade. And let's just move on to the next one. So we're getting a couple of things going on here. The market is out of sync on the short side, meaning that a break above 45.75 would get the market in sync, and ultimately they have a captain set up long short on the 100 NT Rinko. So you gotta cover all that distance between the 50 and the 80. That's gonna take a little bit of work, but the market is at least trying to put on a bid here. ES shooting up. Target number 2 is hit on that sequence. Target number 2 is 13,026 and a half. Target number 3 is 13,049. That's a mover. I mean, that may set the stage for the rest of the day. If we break that 45 and hold it, that means that we're not going to see Globex. And the market is going to definitely push. Coming up to target number 3. 8:58. So we got 2 minutes to the top of the hour. Not really a lot of news coming up. I mean, we had the GDP, preliminary GDP earlier on. But beyond that, not much going on. Target number 3 is hit. Man, that's just a mover. Okay, so 200 and the 100 are in sync now. So what do we need to do? We need a pullback. We need a pullback, and we need to disconnect the harmony wave and need to reconnect with a new harmony wave. That's what we need. And I hope they give it to us. Safe, I think you have your video on. Damn. Ooh, baby. They're running that thing. You see that That's okay, safe. It's all right. That's a good move, right? I mean, we're thinking in the right terms, right? We're thinking in the right terms here. It's just they had one more rotation to uh, to flush, and we they took us out on that one, but we recognized what they're doing. We jumped right back in, and I actually ended up with three contracts versus just one or two. So we made some money back off of that rotation. Let's keep playing the game. We will eventually win it. 45. So yeah, we need a bit of a pullback. I'm not gonna buy anything up here, and definitely not gonna short it because the market is now shifting. You have a 200 and 100 that is short, long, and we're just running into this captain setup short that they put on overnight. So that we need to clear this area between 45 and 86. It's going to take a little bit of work, but that may give us the opportunity to actually buy the pullback. All right. So let's see what they did here. Interesting price action. So they're pausing here, and we want to see how things will materialize. Ultimately, we need the market to get back, to pull back, and they give us another harmony wave uh, long. So we're waiting for that. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? Yeah, so they're just dancing around here, and that's okay. Let them do that. Yeah, we need to push higher a little bit, and we'll see what we're gonna do. Good morning, Yanis. Good morning. George, not really. I mean, there's nothing in the news cycle that tells me, this is news driven. It's more like price action driven, and than anything else. But we were on the right side of that squeeze. We went long, made a little bit of money. All right. All right. So we took that little breakout. So we had a new harmony wave and also a railroad long at 59, and I took it to almost 70 for 10 points, just kind of scalping it up here and looking for additional pullbacks to get involved. So the 200 and the 100 are in sync. And we are looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. The next rotation, if it holds, we will be looking for target number 4, 13,116 and a half. Yeah. Yeah, they're running into this captain setup from a captain setup short. So if you look at the big picture here, they're running out of this captain setup short that started that whole rotation. So they're pausing, and plus you got target number 3. So this is so this is a congested area, but ultimately, I mean, if we break above 86, this thing is just going to take off in a massive way, and I think the market is lined up for that to happen. Now, after that, into the 116, 120, I mean, they may fade it, but right now, the look the market is giving us is buy the pullback, buy the pullback. So we got to target number 3 to the tick, and price action just pushed. So what to do here is to be patient. Patient for what though? I mean, we need another harmony wave. I mean, we got into this one. We made a little bit. We got into the second one right here. Third one is going to be a bit sketchy trying to get in. So I'm going to be patient, and maybe we'll get a disconnect in the 100 and then reconnect. So we'll get a fresh reaction at that point. Like right here, if we close at 69, there'll be a switch trade, and I can participate in that one. 69, 69 and a quarter. And again, it's not going to be, I got to be very quick here. Gonna go break even and look to see if I can get something going here. All right, another good one. Another good one. Just we're not just not going for anything big here. Just enough to get in, get out. Here we go. Obviously, this is gonna push here. See that 86. So they're gonna push it. So this is how the day is shaping up for me. We started with that short, then we got into that 2 contract long, and they rolled us over on that just to turn it all the way back up and start running. And then we just worked through it. 3 contract trade, a contract, and a contract trade. So
That's the trade right here. I mean, it was a good trade too, to be honest with you. It just they took it one more rotation lower, and I had to manage my risk. But what do they say? You can't keep a good man down. Can't keep me down. I always come back. Let's keep working. You took that one, Yanis? 870 plus. What is that? You took two contracts on that one? Good for you. That's a nice one. Good job. Good job. Yeah, that was classic, right? I know the scary part. Well, if you want to call it scary, the part here was the fact that we're extended, but the signal is the signal, right? So I mean, the worst thing that could happen is it just reverses down to 61, and we take that stop. Yeah, no, no, I like the way you did that one. Good job. But that's two classic trades right there. Uh, a railroad long with a new harmony wave, a switch trade long with a new harmony wave. I mean, that's just classic stuff. All right, let's keep working. You took you like the railroad. You took it too. Good job. Yeah, that was three rotations in a row. This one right here, right at the break of 13,000. Then we had the railroad long, then the switch long. And that switch long actually kind of produced a lot more. Target number 4 in this sequence is 116.5. Let's keep working. So how is everybody doing? Adam, how we're doing? Brad, Sheila, Yanis, good job, Yanis. Ken, how are we? Ron, Omer, Gurum, Alpha Horn, how we doing? George, Frida, no trades for Adam. Okay, I like that. That's patience. Reddick, all right. So what do we do here? I mean, we got into this rotation. So as far as what we're seeing here, it's a function of having a disconnect and a reconnect of the harmony waves. But we are 1, 2, 3, so that would be the fourth rotation, and they're very prone for reversals at that time. So that kind of puts me in a position where I have to be a bit more patient. Yeah, that may be a little bit of an extra load, Adam, especially in a live market. Oh, if this switch happen, yeah, that'll be a good spot. Uh, the H is plus 100. Good job. What did you do? You went long or? Target number 4 is coming up at 116.5. Then after that, target number 5 will be 161.5. But typically between target number 4 and 5, they tend to fade that type of place. So not too excited about getting long up here. There's a little bit more momentum stepping in, but I I have to put myself in a position where I am long in these spots, like at the beginning of the harmony wave, not in the middle, and sure the heck not at the end of it or close to the end of it. So always at the beginning, because that will give me the highest probability of things working out for me. Yeah, that one, looking back at it, I wasn't even, I mean, I took the captain setup. I get that. But I mean, the cloud was not positive. So Green Day, 3 trades, Brad. Good job. Nah, not much of a pullback. It may be one of those days, well, where they run the shorts out of town. they're putting a captain setup short on ES in and around target number 5, actually right on target number 5. So that whole area right here, if we can get a confirmation candle which is below 180, 181 and a half, then we may get a bit of a pullback across the board in the markets. We hit target number 4 to the tick. If we can get a switch trade right here, which we just did, I'm just going to take a scalp short with a very tight stop, and I'm going to look for a break below 100 into the 95, which I should get, and I'll fade it into the 96. Let's see what we can do. All righty, not today. Not today. Yeah, it's we're trying to we tried to fade that lower high, and we're right.
It just, I kept it too tight. Kept it too tight. See how that all worked out. I mean, they bucked me out of it, just rolled it over. But what got us to think in those terms is that we hit target number 4 to the tick and reversed. Then the market made a switch trade right here. Typically, you'll get a follow through of 1 to 2 candles from that type of behavior. And in this rotation, they just kind of made a captain setup that they failed. So that's fine. I mean, ultimately, the stop should have been that 118, and that would have been the proper stop. And I took the very, very tight stop. So now we're getting a bit of disconnect in the clouds. So a couple of things got to happen. The market got to get back in and give us a harmony cloud that is positive in order for us to get interested in the long. You see that captain set up short on ES. We talked about that. I was like, okay, if they confirm it, you're gonna get a rotation downward, and that's exactly what they did. They confirmed it and sold off or pulled back. I wouldn't call this a sell off. And now a couple of things can happen is if we break 67, that will be the market is out of harmony between the 200 and the 100, and will be out of sync. So what that means that we will be looking for the market to get back in sync, which is another run at the high and target number 4, or the market can retrace a little bit further. But as long as we do not break 1317, that is going to be a critical level for us. As long as that does not close, the longs will still have a chance to reassert themselves. You took that captain setup short on ES. Okay. Yeah. That is. And they did it before. I mean, look what they did here. They literally took it to the target number 4, and faded it with a captain setup short. And they did the same thing at target number 5. So that's the behavior that they're doing right now. Oh, you took the switch trade. You guys are making some money today. Good for you. See that? I mean, that's kind of what was expected after that test and retest of target number 4. Is that top of a pullback? Now the market is disconnected. What that means we need to, for the longs to reassert themselves above that high, which is 114, 115, and or sell off to the 40 and then reverse, and that would be also a long signal. Or we hit 12, and that would be the market is in sync on the short side. Then we can look at swing trades short if that happens, or meaning that we will be a little bit more aggressive with that type of behavior.
Yeah, see how they're walking that bad boy down? So they're coming into the harmony wave right here. And again, the 1812 area needs to hold for the longs.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the market to kind of stabilize, and you really need to kind of show a little bit more momentum on the upside in order for us to get involved on the long side. But again, the 18 is an area that we need to hold on to. And that's a nice little move downward, though. Yeah, we'll see what happened here. We know what the market needs to do for me to get engaged on the long side. They need to go right now to 94, or if they drop a little bit further, as long as they don't break the 20 and the 18, then we have a chance at a reversal that will get us involved long. And it's just the patience game here.
All right, so here you go, right? So this is where I get aggressive. This is where I get aggressive. All right. I hope we get that run. And we will see how that one is 70, 70. Then I got to get into 70 and 80. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 80. We're going to do 10. Aggressive short. But I mean, we need a run, and we may get a bit of it happening shortly here. So because the harmony wave is disconnecting, so they're going to probably run it into these levels here. Ultimately, the purpose of this rotation is to get down to 78 and or get down to 44. So the next move 2025 will be 12,090, 12,900, excuse me. Okay, so 33, so that's giving me 10 points already. And it's going to be one of those things where I take and I add and I take and I add and I take and I add. Okay, so we took a profit on one. I'm trying to get more than just what I'm getting right here. Come on, give it to me right here. I'll be a 30-point winner. All right. Well, let me try to see if I can get back in some more. But that's, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. I mean, I didn't take a single lick of heat. I got in 33 half, covered for 15 points,
and covered for 30 points. And I'm looking for more. I'm looking for another rotation upward, and I can get back in on the short side. Like right now, where we at is an area where they can build a bid, because you're very close to the top end of the Globex band, and you're in the middle of the range on the 200 NT Rinko. So there's a potential bid that could step in here, and that trade made us close to 1,000. So we're up 766 for the day, and looking for more. Entry. What's your question, Guram? No. I entered short, and it tells you the entry price, and red is short and blue is you're covering. So I went short at 13.3375 and covered at 18, then covered at 3.25, and that one was this trade. Those two contracts, short and short, 33.75, and that's the result of it. We made 900, so we're up 766 for the day. That's what you saw. Good morning, Hadid. How are you? Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
All right, guys. So if you are on stream, either on Facebook, YouTube, Trade Arcade, we definitely appreciate your support, and we appreciate you spending the time, your valuable time with us. So if you feel like this stream has helped you in any way, share, comment, subscribe, like, hit that like button, and that helps the channel grow, and it helps the channel reach as many people as possible. Also, you can participate and join us in our premium room for a 5-day free trial that includes a trial of the software, the Harmony trading system that you see in front of you. And thank you very much. Okay. So we're still on. We have another half an hour left of the morning session. And what's working is being very patient. And even though it's a bit frustrating, some of these stops that are um, that we took just to see the market turn is necessary for us to take, because it just keeps us in the game without taking too big of a risk. That's what it does. So let's keep playing the game. What are we looking for? We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, but we are also looking for a new harmony wave to show up. And once that shows up, then we can start uh, assessing an actual signal to participate in it. Yeah, that cover against that 13,000 was a solid cover. And that was the expectations, to be honest with you, is as we approach that level here, the high end of the Globex band, along with uh, the whole number 13,000, the expectation is any sell-off into it can start to consolidate. So let's see if they break 44, that will get the market out of sync. So if we break 44, that would get the market out of sync. And then as long as we continue to trade under that high of 117, then these rotations, as the market runs up to target, 3 to 1, is pretty much shortable. Because the future of this candle is two ways. Either you break 96, or you're gonna break the 13,000. And the setup right now is more of a breaking the 13,000 than breaking the high. So we're gonna be looking in that direction right now. Well, one of the reasons, Ken, is the fact that the 200 anti-wrinkle and the 100 got in sync. Now, I wanted to get aggressive because any rally back up to 41 will be shortable because it's the first reaction. That would be the first reaction or first rally against the 200 anti-wrinkle shifting negative, and those typically get faded fairly quickly, and that happens to be the case right here. So I mean, I was willing to buy 40s and 50s and get short in that rotation. Now I would have been worried if we are at 80, okay, because now I have a big position building. But ultimately, those first reactions
right after the market shifted and turned negative, those are shortable with a high degree of success.
Um, okay, so good question, got. I filter that. Okay, so you got multiple things going on here. One is uh, I filter. You have the 20 NT Rinko, the 100, and the 200 NT Rinko. So that's what you're seeing here with the background color is the 20 NT Rinko. This one that I'm pointing out on and showing you, that's the 200 NT Rinko. And then the 100 NT Rinko. So when both the 200 and the 100 are in sync, meaning both of them, the prior candle closed short or lower, okay, then I'm only looking for short signals. And when the market and those two candles are pointing up, meaning the prior candle closed upward, then I'm always looking for longs. Now, on the 20 NT Rinko, you will see a lot of harmony waves come and go. Like, the market would be short on the 200 and the 100, but you still get this type of behavior where the cloud shifting and you're getting a harmony wave and all that good stuff. On a scalping basis, you can take those signals, but on a swing trade basis, you are better off uh, keeping the 200 and the 100 in your favor. Why is that? Because any big move in the market, no exception, always started with the 200 and the 100 being in sync in that direction, bar none. So what I like to position myself is I want to have the swing trade in my favor and I have the scalp in my favor. Meaning here or here, for example, if I made a choice to hold on to the trade for a swing trade, then the setup is there for me. And if I decide to take the scalp version of the trade, well, that is in there for me. So I have two forms of setups working for me versus me going against the 200 and the 100 and just scalping against the prevailing move. Because, the big money is made when you are holding on to a bigger move. But if, for whatever reason it falters, then you just take the, scalp and just move on and look for another re-entry. So that doesn't mean that these harmony waves are not going to work, but from the risk uh, risk perspective and from the trend perspective, I rather have everything in alignment. So you're sailing and you have the wind in your back, basically. And we've seen it before where the market will give you a candle that looks like this, then they reverse it. Well, that's fine. They can, and that happens. But over time, if I just keep trying to look for bigger targets when everything is in alignment for me, I'll just do just fine. I'll be doing just fine. I mean, here we got a switch trade at 36, and now we're at 44, 46. So, I mean, obviously, this is kind of, they're fading that. And the market is out of sync. So that's another thing right now. Is the 200 is short and the 100 is long. So that tells me that the market does not have a lot of momentum on the short side anymore. And in order for me to participate back in the short, a couple of things need to happen. One, we need to break down to 06, 13,006. Or the market can run up to 61, then reverse, and that would be another opportunity to go short. If we break anywhere above 93, then that disconnects that idea altogether. So that filter that I just talked about keeps me away from hyper trading because I'm constantly looking for the bigger moves and aligning myself with it.
So if you haven't already, uh, and I'm assuming you're coming through YouTube because we're streaming in YouTube, Facebook, and Trade Arcade. You could come in here and you could go to past live streams and see what we've done every single day. And for the past, we have basically 70 streams that we've done. And we are up 74 grand. And you can go back to every single stream out of those 70 and come in there and go and look for every trade that we took because it's under the shortcut. And uh, earlier we did not have that, but you could just kind of scroll. But the recent streams, I added this to it. So you could come in there and just click on the trade and it'll take you to where a minute before the trade, and you could see the logic and entry and exit and all that good stuff. So this way it's fairly transparent and you don't have to take my word for it. You literally have to go to the stream and see the logic and see the trades and see the outcome, and also see the outcome over time in 70 streams and where are we at money wise. Like we're at 74,048, not including today. So today is going to be the 71st stream, and we're going to be up money today, and that money is going to be an additional 766 to that total. So this is my way of showing proof of concept that what we do works. Because I mean, everybody can show you a quote unquote broker statement, okay? But that doesn't help you. What helps you is knowing what's in that broker statement, meaning the entry, the exit, the logic, how you got in, how you thought about the trade, how did you exit, how did you manage your emotions. Every bit of that is more critical than just a line item on a broker statement. So your capacity to go back and see every bit of every decision is what makes you learn. And that's learning at a deeper level.
All right, guys. So we're seeing slow price action. We're seeing the market disconnecting between the 200 and the 100. And basically what we're waiting on is the failure of this harmony wave and the establishment of a short harmony wave in order for me to go short. Otherwise, I would be patient and wait to see more information out of this price action. Also, what we can see here is the fact that the market established channel number one. Typically, there's two channels to every move, and we're breaking channel number one right now. We need two candles to close under that. So that's one, and that's the second one coming up. Then we have to see how they handle the 25 to the 20. And if they reverse it, then that channel is going to hold. And then we can look at a consolidation. And that puts me in a holding pattern from going short again. Ultimately, if we break the 13,006, that will reset the clock on the shorts and rallies become shortable again. Right now, the market is taking a pause. Sheila, I'm not going long. In order for me to go long in NQ, and which in many ways will reflect the behavior of ES, is a break above that 93. Then pullbacks become viable. Otherwise, the structure of the market right now is short biased and out of sync, out of harmony. So meaning I shouldn't be going short either because I need more information and more conviction from the market. And I cannot go long yet unless we break 93. Now, if I want to scalp, I can go in and scalp the harmony waves that you see right here. But you just have to kind of be very, quick with it, get in, get out, make your few points. The same thing. Same thing goes along with ES. So you remember when we were talking in the room and we're saying the following. We were saying that Captain set up short right at the target number 4, that we needed one candle confirmation and we'll start getting short. So now you have that whole rotation down that happened off that Captain setup short. They did the same type of behavior early on with a short from 74 down to 68. So these Captain setups are working nicely here. Now we're literally in the middle of the range against the globe expand. So you really need to see a move to 76, 78, and then a pullback that holds on a higher low. And then you need to see a structure like a Captain setup switch trade, something like that, that will get you into the trade and manages your risk. Right here where we at, the market is vulnerable for a correction and a sell-off. So I'm not interested in going long, but the market is disconnected on the short side, so I need more information. So the best trade we can do right now is the patience trade and gather more information out of this market. Why do I have to take profits if you're not long? I'm not sure I understand the question.
I am not in anything right now. I am not long, not short. I am not into any position. So the question is, why do you have to take profits if you're not long? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Maybe ask that question in a different way. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, Sheila. I mean, that's why I'm staying away. So they broke channel number one, and they have not established channel number two, and this is showing us weakness so far. All right, so this is our monthly so far from the beginning of the month, day in, day out as well. We had nice sequence of profits. We had one day we get stopped out, bunch of other winners, couple of stops. Then this last sequence, 2, 4, 6 days in a row. That number doesn't matter to me, but overall, for the month, we're up 17,174, and we're running at 64%. So that's the flow of this month. Here we go. So they established channel number two. Here we go. So that is the line in the sand for this market right here. The line in the sand is right here. Anything below 1320 and 15. If we hit that level again, the market is going to really resume the selling pressure. Right now, there is a bid in the market. Hadid, just stay in the room for our meeting. And everybody else, that's it for us for the day. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow, Friday. We will finish strong. You guys have a blessed day, and we will see you on the next one. Hadid.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Take care. Hey, Gary, have a good one. Gorham, have a good one. Alpha Horn, thank you. Yes. Yeah, Hadid, yes, Friday.